What is up? This is Real Diesel with another update video on the 29 SeaVee rebuild. Now it's about 6-7 months later, and this is the boat how it was pretty much in its original state. All I did was try buffing the yellow out, see how it came out. Didn't really like it, so we decided to paint the hull. But now into catching up to where we last left off. This is me and my buddy who helps me work on the boat. We are painting inside here the hatches with gel coat, so it protects the fiberglass. They stay more alive, they're nice and clean, a bunch more water resistant as well. And then we had input the tanks, placed them in with foam and spacers in the bottom so the foam can flow underneath the tanks and be protected. Everything is with materials that don't oxidate, don't get ruined by salt water. Here we're putting fiberglass into the void to help hold the tank in place. Not that it's going to move very much because the boat is heavy and slow, but yeah, just to give it an extra strength and make it kind of part of the boat and give the whole transom area a lot more strength. Here it is all dried up with the L brackets that hold down the tank, all fiberglassed in. And yeah, so far so good with the tanks. Here's another angle. I did go ahead and clean them up when we ran the hoses and all that stuff, which I don't have a video of, but yeah, the hoses I ran as well. This is a picture of the old live well system, how it was set up. I replaced every single brass fitting on this boat with a new brass fitting. Why I wanted the brass? I just feel like that will be more longevity. I know people use plastic nowadays and stuff like that, but I don't mind maintaining the brass fittings and stuff. Here's an old Thru hull. Again, I could have cleaned this up, made it look brand new, but I went ahead and put new ones. Here's the inside view of that same fitting where the valves were. Not on the left hand, the front fish box hose was not even connected to that. It was just draining into the bilge when I bought it. Alright, as you can see, we got one Thru hull out. The other one's coming out. We got first mate Jimmy on the wrench. Recently upgraded to co-captain. Great job, Jimmy. I'm out here.
For the boat's sake, so we know what happened.
Moral support. We got the propane, a hammer, proof that the other one's out.
3 weeks trying to take this shit.
We got that water pickup out. We just got to do the through hull there, and we got the live well pickup out. Where are you? A little further back, maybe. Not that far. Oh, right there. We got them all out today. That was our mission. Big old Milwaukee pipe wrench. Not sponsored by Milwaukee. Jimmy dripping sweat. Look at that. Here's the inside with the fittings removed and painted gray. There's the 5200 that I put on the tanks as well to help keep them more waterproof, and a piece of plywood to help keep it protected. This is the engine saltwater pickup. It's 2 inches. Got that removed. Got the transducer removed. Really only took 2 hammer hits. Once we took the nut off, it was pretty much ready to come out. We thought it was going to be like a half-day situation, but yeah, came out pretty easy. Unfortunately, I pressed the record button too late to catch it popping out. But yeah, there it is. Came out really easy. This is the new engine water pickup through hull, 2 inches. This is where we'll have a valve and an elbow on it, as well as a connection for the hose to use the freshwater flush system. These are the 2 new rear fittings, 1.5 inches. For the front fish boxes, when I'm not using the macerator, I can just open the valve if I pull it out on the trailer. And then this is the new clamshell for the live well pickup for saltwater pickup as well, the saltwater pump. And here we are grinding out the holes to put fresh fiberglass in there so that we can close up the holes where the cables on the old hydraulic trim tabs were. And now we're using new Lenco electric trim tabs that are heavy duty. And yeah, we're just going through the process of getting it all set up, cleaned up. The tape is there laid out so that we know where the new trim tab will cover, so we don't need to go ahead and worry about making it look too pretty. That's me there learning how to get it done. This is a whole major learning process for myself. Here's the engine compartment that I had painted. Used bad paint, so I had to end up sanding it all down in the center part and put gel coat. This is starting to do the wiring here. Fun part. It was exciting to see this coming along, seeing kind of like the veins of the boat being laid out and put together. There's everything labeled, all the extra wiring that we're going to use in a later time. And yeah, it's cool to see all this come together. All nice and neat, zip ties with mounts. That's where the batteries go. We see the red and green wire. Transducer still there, but yeah, again, the 5200. The hoses aren't in yet, but we put them in a later point. This is what the canvas looks like. This is going to be the theme of the boat, black and white. I wanted to keep it like kind of classic, old school looking. I think it's going to look out really nice. Yeah, the edges might get a little hot, but nothing a little freshwater rinse can cool them down with. We got the center console on the boat, put it on the back of my pickup truck, and tossed it over with 4 buddies. Pretty quick and smooth. Put a moving mat so that we don't damage the boat on the gunnel. This is a rear view. That's with the floor in place over the tanks too. And then this is the trim tabs, the new ones put in place. Bam, with zincs and all. This is a flooring that I put down to protect the boat as I work on it. Have to keep like items on it to keep it from flying away, but ended up being really well. And this is actually saving me like so much cleaning and headache on the boat. And I have peace of mind. Some research on some forums, asked AI what paint I should use. Told me to use like a 1-part paint. I should have been using a 2-part paint or a gel coat. I just realized that it would have been more work to sand it, but then now I've sanded it 3 times already. And yeah, it's just part of the learning curve. Can't get mad at myself, can't get mad at anybody. It's just part of the process, honestly. This is the front anchor locker with access to the rope and any like bumpers or life jackets I would keep in here. Safety equipment sometimes. Things that don't matter if they get wet or not. But yeah, I'm just putting acetone down and trying to clean it up, getting ready for paint. But I do end up sanding this all over again, down to the light gray and fiberglass. This is where we were putting down the gel coat, and it was kind of peeling up. I forgot the name exactly, but it looks like alligator skin. I've seen some people write it because we didn't sand it enough, and then the hardener inside the MEK, inside the gel coat, affects the paint below it and just causes it to lift up. So this is a major learning process about how paints work with each other. Didn't really know that too much. And yeah, I didn't realize how much I would need to sand it to. The good thing is the paint below, the gray paint that I had put, was gel coat. So once we got to that layer, we were good to go. This is Jimmy painting the inside of the console. Got all his hair wet. I left him alone for like 30 minutes trying to get some more parts. And this is what I came back to, but really appreciate it. He did a good job, put the right amount of MEK, and yeah, it came out great. Now I got a console that is very well protected from the heat. I am going to put heat protection. This is the front anchor locker where I'm peeling back the paint again. I started using paint stripper because the paint that I used was kind of weak, the bilge coat paint. So it was able to, easily be stripped with that. And then once I sanded it down, basically it was a lot easier, and that most of it was removed with the paint stripper. This is what it looked like as it was sanded. So got all the gray parts out that was causing the gel coat to lift. And then yeah, this is now with the new gel coat gray paint. Looks brand new, painted all the way to the top, every crevice, every part. This is the engine compartment. This is my new light switchboard. I mean, not light switch, switchboard. And then the new rod holder that goes behind the leaning post with the cup holders. And then this is actually what we're doing on my other buddy's boat, which is the same boat, 29 SeaVee. He went with the non-skid that comes out of the mold that has like the X pattern on it, diamond pattern. And yeah, I just put it to see what it looks like on my boat. And then now this is the inside of the front anchor locker with all the gel coat on it. This is the engine compartment as well. And then this is something I did, on my own with AI. And basically, we're not going to go this route most likely because we realized that if I get a big wave or I'm backing down on a fish or doing something and water gets in there, it's just going to go straight into the engine compartment and straight into the blower that is pushing air out or pushing air in. So it's maybe not best to attach it like I'm thinking to attach it. This is what ended up getting delivered to me. Didn't look the best, to be honest. Realized some of it was broken, so I had to go back to the drawing board to fix the design, change the way the lip works there. And here is the inside. Let me know your thoughts on this, if I should use it or not. This is a closed one because there's 2 holes, so this one just has no opening on it. If I want to use it for something later in the future, like a light or something, I can definitely... Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to be part of the rest of the journey. Hopefully in the next 2-3 months I'm done with this and on to actually using the boat and seeing how it is to maintain and run it and go to Bimini, go across the country, go to Louisiana, the oil rigs, all that type of stuff is what we're going to go on adventures with on this boat. So stay tuned, subscribe, and see you soon.